all right. They're all okay. They come down to the first, and Ruling is one of the first to show as they come to the first, with Sondrio on the outside and Nomadic Way up with them. And Jinxie Jack is up with them too, and going a pretty good gallop too. Sondrio, just the leader now. Sondrio with Danny Harold not far behind the lead. Nomadic Way right up with them too, and then towards the outside is Major Inquiry with Jinxie Jack. Jinxie Jack being followed by Sibyllin. Racing to the next flight. Voyage Sans Retour has come up to join Sondrio, these two stable companions from Major Inquiry and Nomadic Way and Jinxie Jack, and then comes Sibyllin, and then Fidway just in behind him, and Philosophus, and then the Iliad, and a faller at that one, Black Humor's a faller at the second as they go out into the country now over the far side, and it's Voyage Sans Retour taking him along now. From on the inside, Sondrio. Then comes Major Inquiry and Jinxie Jack, and just in behind them, Nomadic Way and Fidway, and then Sibyllin towards the outside, running downhill. Sondrio and Voyage Sans Retour. From Major Inquiry, Jinxie Jack, Nomadic Way, Fidway, the Iliad on the inside, Sibyllin towards the outer as they jump this flight. Voyage Sans Retour jumped the third in the lead. From on the inside, Sondrio, Nomadic Way going well in third, the Iliad forward, Jinxie Jack close to them on the outside, being followed by Fidway and Sibyllin. Sibyllin being followed by Morley Street. As they race now towards the fourth of the 8 flights in the Smurfit Champion Hurdle, Jinxie Jack going right up to dispute the lead on the outside, with Sondrio who's moved up with Voyage Sans Retour, and those three are just ahead of Fidway, Sibyllin on the outside. Beach Road making a little bit of progress, but Voyage Sans Retour the leader. Voyage Sans Retour from on the inside, Sondrio, Jinxie Jack, then comes Nomadic Way. The Iliad also just in behind them as they jump the fifth, and the Iliad made a mistake there, and Sibyllin moved up on the outside as they race towards the top of the hill. It's Voyage Sans Retour who has the advantage from Jinxie Jack on the outside. Then comes Nomadic Way and Sondrio, and then Sibyllin. Morley Street is getting into the firing line now as they run downhill. Voyage Sans Retour the leader from Jinxie Jack. Sibyllin motoring well towards the outside. Nomadic Way on the inner. Royal Derby's coming there quite strongly too, and so's Bradbury Star. Morley Street coming there also, 3 out, and it was Voyage Sans Retour there from Morley Street who jumped in second. Racing round the Fidway, a faller at that one as they come down towards the second last flight now, and as they do so, Morley Street comes to challenge for the lead with Nomadic Way. Then on the outside, Bradbury Star, and then Royal Derby, and behind them Wonder Man, but it's Morley Street now. Morley Street the leader, from Bradbury Star in second as they race to the final flight. Morley Street from Nomadic Way on the far side, and Bradbury Star. Morley Street's going to land 2 clear. Morley Street lands 2 clear over the last from Nomadic Way in second, and Bradbury Star third. And finishing fast is Ruling, but Morley Street surely has it sewn up. Nomadic Way's putting in a great run, but Jimmy Frost still has the girl advantage. The race towards the line. It's Morley Street from Nomadic Way. Morley Street holding Nomadic Way with Ruling finishing fast. Morley Street's won it. It's a photo of a second between Nomadic Way and Ruling. It's a photo of a second, but Morley Street has won the 1991 Smurfit Champion Hurdle with Ruling and Nomadic Way in a photo for second and third. This is the winner, Morley Street, number 11, owned by Michael Jackson Bloodstock Limited, trained by Toby Balding and ridden by Jimmy Frost. It's very close for the places, but it looked as though Nomadic Way possibly just held Ruling, but it's a close photo between those two. Nomadic Way is number 12, owned by Mr. Robert Sangster, trained by Barry Hills and ridden by Richard Dunwoody. And Ruling, who was backed from 100 to 1 to half those odds, number 17, owned by Mr. G.D. Groot, trained by Fulk Johnson Horton and ridden by Peter Niven. Meanwhile, here's Jimmy Frost acknowledging the cheers of the crowd, having achieved one of his lifetime ambitions, and Morley Street has done it in tremendous style.
and what a tremendous race. We'd already lost Black Humour early on, and Fidway hit the deck, and Fidway right in the middle of the ruck when he actually went down. There, Steve Smith-Eccles jumped out of the saddle. The horse didn't actually fall, but that won't help yet, because he got kicked to pieces there as several horses went over him. In fact, he just rolling along there as the race becomes serious. Morley Street has already gone to the front. Voyage Saint Retour in the red blinkers on the right, on the inside, the right of the picture. Nomadic Way coming right back to his form. Bradbury Star running an absolute blinder. In fact, just jumped in front of Morley Street there. Voyage Saint Retour starting to go backwards. Big white face and orange colours there of Wonder Man running a very good race indeed, as Little Royal Derby is there in 6th place. But as they come off the bend, this is the telling shot of the lot. Morley Street is galloping for home. Bradbury Star weakens from this point, but nevertheless he's put up a tremendous performance. If you look back down the rails on the white hat, Little Moleboard coming back to his best form for some time, and Ruling, who's out of the picture, is the fastest finisher of the lot in the yellow colours. Now, Ruling under Peter Niven, he's getting a tremendous challenge here out of him, but Morley Street had gone for home, and he needed this lead, because by the time they get to the post, it is being cut dramatically. But he's gone, he's got an unassailable lead, just started to wander there. Frosty picked his stick up and kept himself going. Now, Little Nomadic Way, second last year, running his best race of the season. The post comes, it's desperate for second, but for me, it's just Nomadic Way holding Ruling. But that is a spot judgment. There is Jimmy Frost, who is not short of big race victories now. And there is Fidway, happily trotting home, none the worse. And Steve Smith-Eccles, a little bit bruised, but okay. And Jonathan Powell is with the owner of the winner.
Number 12.
Michael, you've owned the winner of the champion hurdle. How do you feel?
Absolutely excited. I'm so excited, it's unbelievable. We were just a bit worried that he wouldn't come back to his best in time after the rigours of steeplechasing, but now that he has, I couldn't be more pleased. I really am thrilled to pieces. Absolutely marvellous.
Were you able to watch the race in a relaxed manner?
Not at all, no. I think extremely overexcited all the way through. And I was surprised that Jimmy went on so early, because that worried me a bit in case the field came back to him. But very, very thrilled.
Now, you had this horse home for a month, didn't you, in the middle of the winter?
Yes, he was with Geoffrey Peat in Frankfurt for 2 or 3 weeks doing light work. He slept for a week after his Kempton race. Then he had 3 weeks cantering and back to Toby, light work, and then the Berkshire hurdle last week.
Did you think the season had gone completely wrong at Christmas and that you
Yes,
may not
I
run
did.
him again?
I actually was worried about the broken blood vessel and thought we could have a serious problem, but he was scoped and it wasn't on his lungs, it was just in the nose, so we were lucky.
A wonderful achievement. How will you celebrate tonight?
With a very large glass of champagne with some friends.
Well done.
Thank you, Jonathan, very much. Thank you.
And so Morley Street, the 1.5 length winner from Nomadic Way, officially second, with Ruling third. There was a head between them, and officially placed fourth, and what a noble effort too by him. Been here before and has run brilliantly in this race before. Moleboard, trained by Jim Old, and great acclaim for this 4-to-1 favourite, Morley Street. What a great moment for Jimmy Frost, who I guess in time will take over the Devon stables of his father, Richard. Meanwhile...